Okay, so in the last episode we made a Minesweeper game where we just generated a grid. So let's make our grid actually with the views in it. So I'm going to create a new package which I'm going to call views, and inside it I'm going to make another package for grid, and the other is going to be a status bar. But for now, let's just start working on our grid. So first of all, I'm going to create a class called base cell, and this is going to be an abstract class, which means we cannot initiate it. So basically we are going to create a new class which is going to be cell, and this is going to extend the base cell. This way we can easily call every method in base cell which are not private, but never mind. Okay, so let's make the grid as well. So I'm going to start with let's start with the grid. Okay, so we need a constructor. So public grid, and we want to initiate it from the layout, so we need to pass the context, which I'm going to just call context, and we need an attribute set which is going to be address for short, and we have to call this super method with context and the attribute set. And I forgot to extend this to a grid view. This way, this is going to be just remove all the errors, and yeah, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create an adapter for this, which is going to be let's call this private. This is going to be an inner class, so this is going to be a grid adapter which is going to extend base adapter. Okay, so we need to implement all these methods. So the get count is going to return with the size of our grid, which is just easily width times GameEngine.getInstance.height, which is private for now, so let's change that. So this is going to be public. That can be public, that's not a big problem. So this is public as well. Okay, so errors are gone. Here we can return null, here we can return we have to return a new instance of a cell, which is going to be GameEngine.getInstance.getCell@, and we just pass the position, and we are going to create this method in the game engine. For now I'm going to return null just to remove the errors, but here I'm going to create a private array of two-dimensional array of cells, which I'm going to call Minesweeper grid. This is going to be a new cell width and height. Okay, and in our create grid method, no, I'm going to create a new method. This is going to be a private void set grid with a final context and final int grid. Okay, so in here we are going to initiate all the cells. So first we need two cycles, like int x equals 0, x is smaller than width, x plus plus, for int y equals 0, y is smaller than height, y plus plus. And in here we have to decide if the cell is null or not, because if we will create a new button to create a new grid, we don't want to initiate new cells. So this is what we are going to decide here. So if it's null, then we are going to make x and y equals a new cell with the context and y times height plus x. Basically this is going to be our constructor, so let's make it. So the cell here is going to be a public cell, and this is going to get a context and an int position. So let's call this super method, and I'm going to create variables here. So basically the first value I'm going to be using is a private int value, which is basically zeros, ones, and -1 for the bomb. But also I'm going to need a boolean for is bomb. So if it's a bomb, it's true. If not, it's false. I'm going to need a boolean for is reveal if it's revealed. So basically when we click this, we reveal all the zeros and ones near the zeros. That's for this. Private boolean is clicked. Basically this is if a bomb is clicked or not. We are going to use this for that. And like in the game itself, we need to flag the bomb. So let's make it flagged. Then I'm also going to store private int x and y values, and I'm also going to store it in a position just for simplicity. And let's make a constructor. So public base cell, this is going to get a context, which is going to be a context. This is going to call a super context, and I forgot to extend this as a view. Okay, so I'm going to create getter and setter methods for this, and for all of them, and it just made for this, but never mind. So get value, return a value, this is the same, but in the set value I'm going to start to make some changes. Like if we set the value for position, we want to revert all the properties of it, like is bomb, is revealed, is clicked, to the starting value. Okay, so is bomb is equal to false, is revealed is equal to false, is clicked is equal to false, and is flagged is equal to false. And here, if the value is equal to -1, then is bomb is equal to true. Basically this way, if we set a value and it was a bomb before, so we regenerated a grid, we are going to set the bomb to false. Then if it's a bomb in the new grid, it is going to be a bomb as well. Okay, so let's make is bomb, no, not delete, this is going to get a getter and setter methods. Okay, I'm going to just create for each of them. Okay, and I'm going to position this here. Okay, let's start by making the set position, because set position is going to make changes in the x and y values. So x is going to be position modulo GameEngine dot width, and y is going to be position divided by GameEngine dot height. And I'm going to invalidate the whole thing, and this is going to be set. No, actually I don't need set x and set y values methods, so I'm going to delete it. And this is, we need to change to set y pos, and this to set x pos, because this way this is going to override the views methods. So okay, this is just fine. And also we need to change this to I'm going to remove this, and this is going to be a true, because we cannot re-click, or how can I say, we cannot remove the click if that was there. So, and also this dot is revealed is equal to true, and also I'm going to invalidate the view. Okay, I think we finished with this class, and let's go to the cell. Basically we made the constructor, but because I'm going to make it so every button is going to be a square, we have to override the onMeasure method, like we did in the Sudoku game. So with this is going to tell its superclass that we want it to be a square. So I'm going to okay, the grid is get salad. Okay, the game engine. Okay, we were in the game engine. Okay, so here I'm going to continue making it. So this is going to be a set value, and we are going to pass the grid x and y values, and we just basically want every square or every button to invalidate itself. If I say button, I mean it's not going to be a button, it's going to be a view which looks like a button. Okay, so here I'm going to call setGrid with a context and with a generated grid, and I think that's it. We need to change the layout in the res layout, and we need to make a grid which is going to be a match parent, a wrap content. I'm going to center it horizontal just to make it look professional, and I'm going to set an ID for it, and this is going to be a Minesweeper grid view. And I forgot, in the grid we made the positions, but which in the Sudoku game we set the number of columns here, but we can easily make it here, set num columns, and this is going to be a game engine dot width things, I think, which is good because in the game engine, if we set the height and the width, then the whole game changes. Okay, so basically if we run this, then we should see not so much, but till it's compiling, I'm going to just copy from the other project to here. So I'm going to create a new directory which is going to be a drawable. Already exists. Okay, then I need to find it. Okay, so basically this is working, but we cannot see anything. So where is, I cannot find. Okay, slash drawable. Okay, so we copied, and in the cell I'm going to create an onThrow method. Okay, I'm going to override it and just call throw button, and I'm going to send the canvas. Okay, so this is going to be a private void draw button with a canvas, and here I'm going to get the button and draw it. So drawable is equal to context text compat dot get drawable. Actually, context compat is a package which is made to be compatible with the previous versions of Android, so it needs a context, and r.drawable dot button. What's the name? Button normal. Okay, drawable dot set bounds is going to be 0, 0, and get width and get height. This makes it scale it to the size. Okay, okay, I copied the bomb. I need the button instead of the bomb. Okay, so it is going to be a button. It's pretty damn good that it shows here, so I don't have to look what was the problem. And finally we draw it on the canvas. So if we run this, we should see basically cannot find variable button. What is the problem here? Okay. Maybe because it was a hot swap, or how is it called, thing, so it has not it hasn't indexed the images, but I don't know why is it not working. Okay, we are calling onDraw method. The game engine is setting the grid, which is making new cells. We is something okay, let's make some log lines here. Log dot the Minesweeper, and is going to be cell on draw. Okay, I'm not really sure what's. It's not even code. On create grid is working fine. Okay, use same for the next. Okay, it's not calling the onDraw method. Okay, we call the game. Okay, let's call this. Okay, oh my god. So we have to set the adapter for new grid adapter, because otherwise we are not going to see anything. Okay, so I think that was the problem, but I'm not really okay, so at least we see something, which is good. And okay, there is a problem with the on measure. I don't know what is the problem with on measure. Okay, let's just comment it out, and maybe this way we are going to see something. Now, what is your problem? There is nothing in my code. Oh, a null object reference. It is going to be a new cell. It is calling the setGrid method. Okay. Okay, let's see what can be the problem. Okay, we create a new cell which is created here. Okay, set position equals position, which can't be the problem, but let's see if maybe. Okay, in the grid we set the adapter, which is still not the answer for my grid view. Okay, let's see if maybe in the layout. Okay, so much parent wrap constant. Okay, I'm not sure what is the problem. Okay, we made changes in here in the cell, which we pass back the context. Okay, we need on draw method. It is not telling me where the problem came from. On option view. I'm not going to say that I know what is the problem, but okay, so here I'm going to also call the on measure, which is going to be width, which is may not be the problem, but I want it to. I don't know. I give up. Okay, finally. Okay, this is pretty good. Okay, we call set the number of columns, but maybe we haven't called new game engine, which is cool, but why would I do that? Okay, I suppose here I'm going to call dot create grid, and this is going to be a context, and maybe because it is making the layout first, then no. I don't know what is your problem. Okay, stop it. Okay, start it, restart up. Still no. Okay, so I'm going to end this here, and okay, I found it. It was this null, because basically in 20 minutes ago we just set it to null, so I'm going to make it work. So int x is equal to position modulo mod width, and int y is equal to position divided by height, and we are going to return the X and Y of the grid, and this means this is going to work just fine. And just we don't see anything, maybe because the grid, we comment this out, and also this. Let's see. Yeah. So basically we generated the grid, which looks kinda normal. Okay, in the next episode we are going to continue this, and I'm going to make it clickable and make the game work. Till then, please like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, and subscribe for more videos, and I will maybe keep myself a bit more organized and do more videos. Till then, bye.